fight could really be a major fight that a lot of people are looking to see. When did you know that?
When the people start talking, and obviously everybody around try to make this fight. I say, look, needs to be big.
This fight doesn't happen if you're never born, right? You made this fight happen. Why this fight?
Not me, it is who behind me.
I like Crawford, I get right to it.
Why?
Because he's like the first time you went from regular TV, which you've been doing a long time, to 3D. He's different. Really, that's the simplest way I can say it.
The clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez turned into a spectacle that lived up to its billing. Canelo himself admitted the fight was simply too big to ignore. After initially turning down the offer, the massive interest surrounding it made the bout feel historic as fans across the world tuned in to witness. Two great champions share the ring. The atmosphere proved this was more than a fight. It was a global event.
Fight.
You know, I take this fight because you can see how big is this fight, no? The beginning when they say, hey, you thinking about fight Crawford, I say, never thinking about that. But you can realize how big is this fight, no? Mexican, always Mexican versus USA is big. And two of the best pound for pound. And I think this fight is huge and means a lot for me.
When did you realize, when did the moment hit you that this fight can really, really be big? This fight can really be a major fight that a lot of people are looking to see. When did you know that?
When the people start talking, and obviously everybody around try to make this fight. I say, look, needs to be big, right? Because Netflix, Riyadh season, everybody interested in this fight. So that's when I realized how big is this fight.
Crawford felt like initially you needed some convincing because you thought it was a lose-lose proposition, whereas you're fighting the smaller guy, and if you won, you wouldn't really get any credit for it. Was that what you were thinking?
Yeah, but if you think well, I've been in that position before.
Saudi advisor and chairman Turki Al-Sheikh explained after the fight that the event was not just about boxing, but about creating a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. He emphasized how precious it was for fans, especially with the possibility that this could be Terence Crawford's final appearance on such a stage. For Turki, hosting the bout in front of a global audience carried deep meaning as it showcased to legends at the height of their craft, while also preserving a piece, a boxing history that people will treasure for generations.
My country, I'm my boss, you know? But really, if you look at as a business, this fight will not happen if we are not involved as Gia, Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia. This is truth. Because even with what the relationship with Netflix, and we are very happy about it, still this fight costs more and more.
Speaking of cost more and more, for everyone who watches it, everyone already has a Netflix account. So they're not paying anything extra for it.
Yeah.
You, however, are the guy who just paid hundreds of millions of dollars for a pay-per-view fight that you wanted to see. So people like to get their money's worth. What do you want to see from this fight?
First, not what I want to see, what all the people around the world, and you are fans of boxing, want to see. It's take too long, but thanks God, without the support behind me from my government, my leaders, the Crown Prince and the vision, and without the love of the fans, we will stop not complete. This is what push us. This kind of fight, special Canelo Crawford, I want to explain it to you exactly why it is important and the fight of the century. Canelo is the biggest name in boxing now, and Crawford undefeated and have the chance to be undisputed for the third time. Maybe this is the last fight for Crawford. And for Canelo, it's mean a lot for his fan in North America and South America and all the world. He doesn't want to get beating from guy getting up 2-3 weight.
renowned trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas, speaking alongside ESPN host Stephen A. Smith, had praised Terence Crawford even before the opening bell of the historic clash. Atlas drew a striking comparison, describing Crawford as the boxing equivalent of a leap from 3D to digital, a metaphor meant to capture his unique sharpness and elevated skill set. According to Atlas, Crawford's adaptability, precision, and calm demeanor set him apart from almost every other fighter in the sport today. When Crawford stepped into the ring, that prediction did not feel exaggerated. His ability to seamlessly shift between orthodox and southpaw stances, to read his opponent within moments, and to adjust with remarkable speed highlighted why many analysts had placed their confidence in him. His composure under the brightest lights against one...
Back in the day, I used Betamax, and then that was good. It was cool. Right. VHS, VCR, all that stuff. I still got them, actually. And all of a sudden, digital came around.
There you go.
He's digital, really. And I'm not knocking Canelo for all the people out there that, you know, want to pull their arrows now and start slinging shots at me. Hey, that's okay. That's fine. But I'm not knocking him. He's a good, solid guy. He's
good,
tremendous.
solid guy. He's 63-2, Teddy, and has never been knocked out. And this guy that's fighting him is moving up. 63-2.
Wait. What's his record?
63-2.
By who's accounting?
What do you mean by who's accounting? What are you trying to say?
What am I trying to say? There's a couple fights there that you might be able to argue there. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Sudden with Triple G. Just a little bit. A little bit, you know? I mean, you're insulting him a little bit. You know, like in a movie with De Niro.
I'm not insulting him. I'm pointing out the facts. But here's my point to you, Teddy. He's 63-2.
Lara, how about the Lara fight?
Hold on.
You want to go back further?
Okay. What about Madrimov with Crawford? I'm just saying.
No. He beat Madrimov. He didn't look the way we want him to look.
Okay.
Because stepping up for the first time to that weight class, he didn't look the way that we wanted to say, oh, my God.
Well, stay with me. Let me ask you this question.
And Madrimov was not getting the credit for the kind of fighter that he was.
But let me ask you a question, Teddy Atlas. He didn't look the way you wanted him to look, moving up from 147 to 154. Now he's going from 154 to 2 weight classes to 168 against a guy who's 11-0 at the 168-pound limit and is entering his 12th fight undefeated and has never been knocked out.
Yeah, VHS digital. Did you worry about that jump when you went from VHS to digital? No, you just said we're at digital now, and it looks good. It looks really good, and you look great. No, you do.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You look tremendous.
But I'm just saying, listen, I believe in Crawford too, and I believe that Crawford is one of the top 2 fighters on the planet. But he is moving up 2 weight classes, and when people look at him going up against Canelo, here's what they're saying. He's got to keep his distance. He's got to hit, stick, and move. He can't stay in front of him.
Canelo Alvarez, the 4-division world champion, entered the fight with his future already mapped out. He has stated openly that he intends to retire within the next 2 years. Having already achieved virtually every goal a fighter can dream of, from unifying titles to headlining massive stadium events, Canelo's legacy is secure. Against Crawford, his performance reflected not only his enduring ability, but also his desire to cement his place as one of the sport's immortals. His focus was no longer on what he could win, but on how he would be remembered when the gloves finally came off.
You think you'll box?
I don't know, maybe 2 more.
2 more years?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to accomplish that you haven't yet accomplished?
I already accomplished everything.
So there's
and I
nothing
did everything in boxing. Yeah. So I'm fine.
When this is all over for you, maybe in 2 years from now, what do you want to be remembered for?
One of the greatest fighters in the boxing history. That's why I'm here. That's why I start boxing. So I'm doing good.
I think you've already accomplished that.
Yeah.
Broadcaster and analyst Simon Jordan highlighted the extraordinary consistency and longevity of Canelo Alvarez's career. He reminded audiences that from his teenage years, when he first burst onto the professional scene to becoming one of the most bankable pay-per-view stars in the sport, Canelo has carried the weight of expectations and delivered time after time. Jordan emphasized that not many athletes in boxing sustain their place at the very top for more than a decade. Yet Canelo has managed to do so across multiple weight divisions. The fight itself served as a testament to those remarks. Canelo's ring...
Please subscribe my YouTube channel, Boxing Fight Scope, for latest news of boxing.